All right, welcome to the workout. So today we're going to be running through one of the most effective beginner workouts that I have for all guys over 40 that I use in my Lean and Fit Over 40 program. So it's body weight only, so no equipment, and it's all going to be built on my otm-x system. If you're new here, I'm Coach Tony, creator of the Fit 40 method, and I help busy guys over 40 get lean and strong without long workouts or complicated routines. So if you're ready, let's get into it. Okay, so the format we're going to be using for this workout is an EMOM, which stands for every minute on the minute. And what that means is every minute you're going to start the clock, have an exercise, you're going to be doing the reps associated with that exercise, and then you're going to rest for the remainder of the minute when you finish those reps. So the goal here is to get all of your work in within 30 seconds, so you have 30 seconds of rest built into every single minute. So that's important because you're going to be nice and rested, getting that 30 seconds of rest so you can hit the next exercise with everything you got and with good form without getting sloppy because you're overtired. So we're going to be doing 3 movements per round for a total of 4 rounds and a total time of 12 minutes. Now I'm doing the 12 minutes for this follow along workout, but please keep in mind that you can scale up or down depending where you are on your fitness journey. And as always, here at CTO Fit, we do dynamic warm-ups. So don't forget about your warm-up. I'm assuming that before you jump in this workout, you're going to have that warm-up already nice and done. Your body is going to be nice and warm and ready to jump into that full workout. So if you need a good warm-up, I have some good 5-minute warm-ups on my channel. If you want to check those out, hit those before you hit the main workout. All right, so now we're going to get into our workout. This is an EMOM workout, so every minute on the minute workout. When you're doing these on your own, you're going to want to have some kind of timer, some kind of EMOM timer. The timer that I use that I love is a smartwatch timer. So when you open this up, you're just going to be set the EMOM timer. I'm going to set this for 1-minute rounds for a total of 12 minutes. So I got that set. I'm going to set this. I have a cool magnet on the back of my phone. Very cool. So I'm going to put that timer there so it's nice and in display so I can see it. And I'm really going to be listening to it most of the time and not really seeing it. But what I do look at and what I do and I do recommend for every workout is just to make it easy so you're not wondering what comes next or looking at your phone for what exercise comes next or the rep scheme, because you're not going to want to be thinking about that as you're going through the workout. You're going to want to look at the whiteboard, which that's what I recommend is you write down your workout on the whiteboard. So I have the whole workout here. So push-ups times 10, jumping air squats for 10, and high knee mountain climbers for 8. So those are going to be our 3 movements that we're going to do. And I have that on the whiteboard so I can be looking at that as I'm resting for my next workout, and I know the rep scheme, I know what's coming next. So I don't have to think about it. I can just look and go. So that's what you want to do. If you don't have room to set it up on the wall, you can grab a small whiteboard from Amazon, set it somewhere where you can see it and write that workout on there. It makes it so much easier. So that's my tip of the day for writing your workouts down. So anyway, all right. So let's get started. Let's get started with this workout. So I'm assuming you're nice and warmed up. You did your warm up. So we are ready to go. So let's get into it. So I have my EMOM timer here. And what I'm going to do is, so the first exercise is going to be push-ups. So we're going to do 10 push-ups. This timer is going to be a running timer, and you're going to see how this goes as we go through the workouts. So you get used to this kind of tempo if you're not used to doing EMOM or on-the-minute style workouts. All right, so there's going to be a 10-second countdown for this clock. So we're just going to wait for that beep, and then we're going to get right into our push-ups. Okay, so we're going. So we're going to do 10 push-ups, nice and controlled. Psh, 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 psh. 10, nice. Okay, now I did that in about 15 seconds. So because I did that in 15 seconds, I now have had 45 seconds to rest. So we're going to keep everything nice and tight to our body. So everything is nice and controlled. We're not going out here. This will compromise and hurt our shoulders. Same with the dumbbell bench press. We don't want to be here. We want to be nice in here. So everything's nice and controlled. Try and keep everything nice and tight in close to your body. That'll save your joints. Okay. So those are the push-ups. Let's start our next exercise. Okay, so the bell went off, so let's do 10 jumping air squats. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so when we're doing our jumping air squats, keep our feet nice and planted on the ground. Put your arms out when you go down, come up, and then when you come back down, you wanna catch, catch, catch. Nice and soft to come down. So those are how you're gonna do your air squats nice and controlled. Okay, so we're gonna wait for us. Next exercise, catch our breath. We're always gonna wanna be moving around, just getting some kind of movement. Do a little shadow boxing. Just wanna keep our heart pumping, heart moving. So high knee mountain climber, let's go. So I just did 10 of those. I have it as 8, so you can do 8 to 10, whatever you feel comfortable with and where you are in your fitness skill level. So I did 10. I have 8 prescribed here, so you can do anything between 8 and 10. You can do a couple different types of mountain climbers. You can do high knee, which what this is prescribed. That's bringing the knee all the way up. Or you can do traditional mountain climbers here, where those are a little bit easier depending on your skill level. So again, depending on your skill level, you have 2 choices of scale there. Okay, so now we're into our push-ups again for our second round. 10 push-ups. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 10. Now it's good when you come down for the push-up, have your chest graze the ground and push back up. You don't want to be totally hitting the ground, but you want your chest to touch the ground and use that to come back up. So you're going all the way down, all the way up. So I got 30 seconds to rest. I'm still going to be moving around. I'm not going to be having my hands on my knees like this. Do a little shadow boxing, a little move around, just to keep that heart nice and pump. Or you can just really walk around the gym just to keep that heart pumping. So we're gonna jump into air squats now. So 10 air squats, jumping air squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, jumping air squats. And for your breathing, you're gonna be out of breath. You're gonna try and have some controlled breathing here. So you're gonna breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. This is a fighter's technique of how fighters will get their breath in the ring and keep themselves focused. When you do a lot of mouth breathing, your heart starts to speed up, you get a little bit of anxiety. The way to calm that down, the way to calm down your nervous system is to breathe in through your nose and exhale through the mouth. That'll immediately calm you down and get that breath in your lungs so you can get nice and ready for your next exercise. So here we go. We are going high knee mountain climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. So if you're mountain climbers, you do want to do it with some speed, but you want to do it nice and controlled. As you see, there is a little bit of a tempo there, but I am still doing it nice and controlled. Not too fast, not too slow. There is a version of mountain climbers that I'll show you in some future videos that you can do a little bit more controlled mountain climbers for a little bit more core engagement. But for these high knees, we're gonna want to have some tempo and get some conditioning in as well. So 13 seconds, 10 seconds left. Move around. Do some shadow boxing. All right, now right into our push-ups for round 3. 10. Okay. All right. Nice work, nice work. Let's go. As you can see, these EMOM workouts, every minute on the minute, you're getting your work in, you're getting your rest, but you're also getting a nice tempo and a mix of strength and conditioning in the same workout. And this is gonna be an under 15-minute workout for you. And you can tell by the way I'm talking and breathing right now that you're gonna be nice and gassed by the end of these workouts. And this is part of my otm-x system, Fit 40 method. This is the way I do things. This is the way I learned through the fight game of how real pro fighters train for fights and get ready for fights. And if it's good enough for them, it's gonna be good enough for you. And I tailored this for guys over 40, so let's go. Okay, so jumping air squats, let's go. 4. All right, so air squats, jumping air squats, nice and explosive. Explode up, catch, all the way down, catch, explode, catch, explode, catch, all the way down. When you catch, it helps you get some control back, nice and controlled, so you're not out of whack when you land and not laying too hard. Controlled, eccentric movement down, explode up. That's how we're gonna do these jumping squats. All right, 15 seconds. All right, next, high knee mountain climbers. Let's go. Get in your plank position, bring your knees up. 6, 5, 8, 5, 10. All right, nice. So the nice thing about these workouts too is that you can scale up. You can add reps to these exercises. You can add total time. Those are 2 variables you can immediately change to increase the difficulty in this workout. So these are easily scalable too, depending on your fitness level. All right, so 15 seconds left, and then we're getting into our last round for a total time of 12 minutes, and then boom, workout done. I'm out of breath, got a nice sweat, strength and conditioning at the same time in 12 minutes. You can't beat that. You can't beat this method. You can't beat this system. Let's go. Push-ups. All right. Same with the push-ups. You want to have some tempo, but you want to be nice and controlled. If you're just starting, if you're just a beginner, make sure that you're doing those nice and slow. And then as you get more confidence, a little bit better, at a higher skill level, you can put some tempo in that, but you don't want to go too fast with the push-ups either. I'm still nice and controlled, even though I do have some accelerated tempo there. All right, so next 15 seconds, jumping air squats. I'm gonna listen for that beep. Okay, let's go. Nice and controlled, explode up, catch, nice and controlled. 10, okay, I think that's 10. All right, nice thing about these body weight workouts too is that most of these are gonna be faster tempo movements. So you're gonna get even more rest with these body weight workouts, which are more tailored for beginners. So that's good for you as a beginner, which you're gonna get more rest, which you need to get ready for the next round. As you're working through these, as you're getting stronger, as you're getting more conditioned, then later on, when we start adding weight and load, kettlebells, a pair of dumbbells, you're gonna have a little bit more complicated movements, more complex movements, so you're not gonna be getting as much rest, I should say. All right, boom, let's go. High knee mountain climbers, last one. 9, 10. All right. All right, so boom. 15 seconds to do that. Last round, that's 12 minutes. I got a great workout here. I feel great. You can get this in the morning, fit this in the middle of the day, at the end of the day, before dinner, after dinner, wherever. And then you have the rest of the day to spend with your family, do your work, do whatever you want, go for a walk. You have that rest of the day. You don't have to go commute back and forth to the gym, spend hours at the gym. You can do this. You can get real work in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. But most of the workouts here are going to be 20 minutes and under. And that's all the time you need. So that's the workout for today. So if you love this workout, you want to get some more workouts like this, I have more workouts on my channel and I add more every single week. So don't forget to go check out my channel and check out some more workouts. But I'm proud of you for showing up today. I'm proud of you for doing the work. Let's get this work in. If you want to see more fight-focused workouts for men over 40, check out my channel, like and subscribe. And if you want to train with me even more at a deeper level, I have a program called Lean and Fit Over 40. You can check that out. The link is in the description, so check that out. And if you want to, drop a comment. I love to hear from you. I love to hear from people. Tell me how this workout went for you. Tell me if you loved it. Tell me what you liked, didn't like. Get out there, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next workout. All right? I'm Coach Tony. Peace.